had a nice run lately, especially against wrestlers, but now you get a totally different type of opponent. Is that a welcome change, or is it tough to adjust?
No, the run's gonna keep going, man. I don't stop. I'm not a sprinter. I'm a marathon runner, you know. So, yeah, it's gonna be good, man. You know, every now and then I'll put in a sprint, every now and then, like I did last fight, but yeah, I'm in it for the whole race, not just some of it.
What problems, what kind of adjustments do you have to make in training, obviously, for this type of opponent?
Man, shoot, I've been fighting all wrestlers, so this is a good change. I like change, you know. So it's great, you know, because I know what Damian has, and I know what I have, and you know, bombs are gonna fly. That's just me. I'm gonna throw bombs and more bombs, you know, bombs away, you know. So that's what's gonna happen, and Damian knows that, and no disrespect to him. I got so much respect for him, but at the same time, you know, this is a business. But I'm out there to prove a point, and I think he's afraid of my power.
Mark, you're very explosive on top.
Yeah.
When you started the sport, was that just an area you always felt comfortable with?
Yeah, man, I always felt explosive. I was explosive in wrestling, and ground and pound is what I like to do. And I had a good friend, Michael Gaiman, the Joker, who actually told me about this game called Whack-A-Mole. And you go to Chuck E. Cheese, you get those padded paddles, and you see a mole pop up and you whack it. It's kind of like that, you know? And I was like, man, that's an awesome analogy. I'm gonna take that. So I'm playing Whack-A-Mole on Saturday night. And you know, it's gonna
actually played Whack-A-Mole.
Yeah, I got a lot of tickets from it. So I'm actually a skilled Whack-A-Mole player. You know, so I get a lot of tickets, and my kids like to be around me when I do it, because then they can use the tickets for prizes and stuff.
Give us non-Whack-A-Mole players some tips on how you do it.
It's just speed and agility, which are and kind of just you know, awareness too. You know, you gotta be able to pick out where the mole is and just whack it. You know, so it's you know, with everything it's just practice. You know, so but at the same time, you know, me, I'm a wrestler, and he knows I'm gonna try to take him down, to take it to the ground and pound him. But at the same time, I know he's a jiu-jitsu guy. But you know, like, hey, it's a fight, and the fight's gonna go wherever it goes, and I'm gonna throw bombs on my feet. I'm gonna throw bombs on the ground. Bombs out of the way, you know.
Seems like I also saw you working on hitting some triangle chokes and.
Yeah, you saw that?
This over here.
You see that? My jiu-jitsu is good. I'm here to prove a point too, you know. So, you know, I have great jiu-jitsu guys in my gym, and just they know my game is great, you know. And as of late, you guys haven't seen my jiu-jitsu game, but that's something I do want to prove with Damian Maia. I have yet to. I mean, I fought the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt in the WEC, and I did very well with him. He actually got side control on me, and I swept him. So, but I've developed since then. I've been in the UFC for a long time now. This is my 8th fight. It's crazy, in like almost 2 years. So I've been fighting like bang bang back to back. But it's like I mean, thank God, like my body's good. I'm ready to go. I'm still pretty, you know. So. It's, you know, I'm very blessed to be able to continue to fight every 3 months or every 2.5 months, and it's great.
Is there a part of you that yourself to sleep fantasizing about what if I hit a triangle choke on Damian Maia?
Yeah. What if? The what if can happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been working with Hidon Gracie, with Henner Gracie, over at the Gracie Academy in Torrance. I've been working with Fabricio Verdun. Bob Ballou, I've been working with Marcel Lozado at my gym. You know, man, these guys, and Jason Mayhem Miller, and he's a great jiu-jitsu guy in his own right. All these guys push me jiu-jitsu wise, and I mean, you're gonna see it Saturday night. So if I don't have what I want on my feet and he takes me down, if he takes me down, it can happen. I'm not so prideful to think that, oh, I'm a wrestler, he's not gonna take me down. This is MMA. He can have good MMA wrestling. He can take me down. But at the same time, I'm prepared for wherever the fight goes.
With that said, it would seem to be the easiest way for you to win the fight. It would just be, I'm not going to the ground. I'm not going to his strength.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand up and bang with them. I know I'm going to outclass him there.
Yeah.
So what is it that's different about your mentality that you don't say, well, I'll take the path of least resistance. I want to challenge myself in his area of strength.
I'm a fighter that doesn't I'm not here to just score points. You know, I look to finish the fight wherever it's at. And I'm here to prove a point. And if the point is to submit a jiu-jitsu black belt, one of the awesome jiu-jitsu black belts in the UFC right now, I'm gonna do it, you know? And I have faith in my jiu-jitsu. You know, my jiu-jitsu is great. But at the same time, I know he's really good as well. So it's MMA jiu-jitsu. It's not just straight jiu-jitsu. You know, so these things are packed with power, and he knows that. So if he tries for a knee bar, arm bar, triangle, whatever it is, you know, I know he's prepared to defend it, you know, because these heat-sinking missiles are going straight for his face, you know.
Visit El Octagono for all the latest in MMA news, fight results, interviews, live event coverage, podcast, and video capsules. All this and much more in Spanish. Find all your MMA needs here inside El Octagono, the #1 source dedicated 100% to MMA in Spanish. eloctagono.com